been there and, you know, come up here, he's just like me and you. You know, he don't walk around like his shit don't stink. You know, he's just a down-to-earth brother that's doing the same thing like we doing. And he just happened to, you know, get a break on the Deaf Poetry Jam. So my man, yo, good people's, great people's, Jon Goode, y'all. Let's go. Give it up, Jon Goode.
All right. Oh, that's my song right there. Boy, oh, I ain't heard that since Jesus was a baby. That's my shit. All right. Yeah, so my name's Jon. I'm gonna do a poem for y'all. Trying to think of what to do. I was over there thinking of some things.
Do a rhyme.
And, huh?
Do a rhyme.
Do a rhyme?
Yeah.
No, that don't work out.
I like that you guys spit the one with the
Hey, hold on, Bob. Let the man do his damn
Tracks and train? Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to do that. But I appreciate that suggestion. Next time. Next time.
Thin line.
Thin line then. All right, I'm going to try that. Thin line. All right, I did this recently. I might know this. So, there's a thin line between many things in life. Like recently here in New Haven, there's a wonderful young man named J.O. that's going on trial for his life. I don't know if y'all know about this situation, Justice for J.O. And so, you know, there's a thin line between J.O. and justice, and that's where he's trying to, you know, penetrate this line. And many things, like in poetry is a very natural community, but there's a thin line between being natural and then just not washing your ass. It's a very thin line. Sometimes people are just funky all to be damned. They be using that deodorizing rock. You seen that? That shit don't work, yo. I be seeing it. Some people, I be like, hey, you need a boulder. That shit is terrible. So I was thinking about this, and I scribbled out this poem, and this is called The Thin Line. It may seem hard to find, like a figment of your imagination, like a creation of the mind, but I'm reminded from time to time that between the audience and the author, the son and the father, the oppressor and the martyr, the caring and the kind, there exists a thin line. A thin line that separates the oblique from the obvious, the concrete from the sublime. A thin line between those with an adjustable rate mortgage that broke that arm and got it fixed just in the nick of time, those that borrowed subprime. Just to find that you were in bed with Freddie Mac, but he's more like the Max Julian. Screwing you and your closest friends in your Fannie, May, June, July then. Put your possessions in a bin, in the wind, on the corner partner, 365, he's the mafia, and you're gonna have to put that money in his hand. Oh, there's a thin line between Iran and Iraq, a gram of coke and Iraq, Sarah Palin and Iraq. You want to talk about the fate of the education system? Listen, anyone who truly believes being the governor of Alaska has to prepare you to lead the nation in foreign policy has got to be saved from themselves. She said, I can see Russia from my porch. I'm like, who gives a fuck, lady? Like, what the hell? The reason some say there's a thin line between Sarah Palin and Tina Fey is because they are both a fucking joke. The only difference I can see, the only difference seems to me is that one is SNL and the other GOP. And there seems to be a very thin line between Timothy Stansbury, Katherine Johnson, Sean Bell, Admiral Louima, and you. And that line runs straight through skin hue, because when you hear the cops pop 50 shots at the cat that Dave is waiting, or reaching for his wallet, exiting a 7-Eleven, and he's murdered before he's read his rights where they can indict or arrest him, and they find no dope, no coke, no weapon. The PD has no warrant, no PC, no reason to suspect them, then magically, tragically, and always accidentally, had insult to injury. The same people who swore to serve and protect them, which is the mandate they're under, find the time for man rape and somehow abuse them with a plunger. Which leads me to wonder, where the fuck are the police finding all these plungers? It's like there's a thin line between Jake the cop and Joe the plumber. When the unsightly murder of some cat you never heard of reaches the nightly news TV, you never even wonder what hue the victim might be. You rightly assume he's black, and in fact, if you're black, your only thought is, fuck, that could have been me. Because there's a thin line between East Point and East Lake, between living under police protection and living in a police state, between love and hate, make no mistakes, and please believe this. There's a thin line between the DEA kicking in your door and being somewhere over the rainbow trying to get home, but there's doors there that yayo. Somebody's out here looking for those yellow bricks. Wow. In the street, I hear the trick is this. You get them young and you get them sprung. On the drugs and the funds, on the thugs and the guns, you let Grand Theft Auto show them how it's done. Show them crime is fun. Because there's a thin line between a Wii and a PlayStation and a B&E down at the police station. The first offense is 1 to 3. The public defense cops are pleading the public nuisance right to need top bunk on Wright Street, and no child left behind every child that looks anything like me. Because there's a thin line between integration and equality, the stock market and the lotto, the government paid assistance to help you and me, and the government paying billions to save AIG. The only difference I can see, the only difference seems to me is that one is called a bailout and the other is called welfare. Or they got funds to fund wars in Iraq and North Korea, but you cannot get child care. Or they got bombs over Baghdad while America's outcast down the street right here. Let me be clear, they can practice trickle-down economics all they wish, but they do not have money enough to help the poor, they will not have money enough to protect the rich. If integration and equality really exist, like they shout from the mountaintops and script in their writs, then, even if ever so thin, why does this line between us grow and persist? This thin line. Thank y'all for that.